My name's Andrew Kingston. I'm a occupational therapist, but also have a training in horticultural therapy. Back in 2018, we heard about the competition that the RHS was running in partnership with the NHS to win a garden from the Chelsea Flower Show. And the result was that we won, and the space that I'm sitting in now was transformed as a result of the generosity of the RHS. This space beforehand was really not much to write home about. There wasn't anything to pull people out into the space. And that's the real crucial difference between then and now, is that now it's an inviting space and people naturally want to be out here. This is an acute psychiatric ward, so obviously the people here don't live here all the time. They're people who need to come here at a time when they're at their most ill and most vulnerable. To be able to have a way to relate that is not all about illness, and a garden gives us an opportunity to relate to people in a really different context, saying, well, hey, let's talk about the tomatoes, or let's work out what needs deadheading. And we're having a conversation then which is not directly about them as a person. It's about something we've got a shared focus on.
Oh, it's lovely to have this garden, actually. It really is. It is.
Having to see the garden was so like a bonus for me. It's also a remedy for the mental health well-being. We tend to encourage our patients as well to make use of that. And most of them, they've also testified as well, having benefited a lot for the garden as well. So it's been really, really amazing.
6 months after the space was transformed, we had lockdown, and people using the wards weren't able to leave, they weren't able to have visitors. People were all obviously, very scared at that time, and to have this space just brought such a great deal of joy during that time. And I think one of the things that particularly made it important for us was when we heard the very sad news that one of our colleagues, Andy, passed away from COVID in April of last year. We thought about what would be an appropriate tribute, and the garden felt like an obvious way to make that tribute. And Andy was a very proud Cypriot guy. To pay tribute to him, we got an olive tree. And that olive tree is a really important part of the garden now. The excitement that winning this garden generated, not just amongst people working on this ward, but also around the hospital. People have started bringing in plants and flowers and making them more attractive and usable spaces. And also other organisations have approached us to talk to them about how they can make their spaces work better for them. And when you show people a space like this, they go, oh yeah. It literally seeds other bits of organisations to be inspired to do the same thing.